Hey, 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 welcome back. I know you're pretty excited about this one. So, this project is where you are going to be taking a picture of anybody you want and you're going to be creating a portrait of them. So, the example that I will put up an example of what I have done, that was my daughter. This one I'm going to do my son. So, you're going to open up Illustrator. You want to make sure that this is a letter size. You also want to change your color mode. So you need to go advanced, click on the arrow here, and you want to change it to RGB. It just changes, you just have some different colors. I know this will show up, it just has to deal with the printer and stuff like that, so don't worry about it. And then you're going to press OK. You should have your picture, whether it's a picture you took or a picture you're getting off the internet or anything along those lines. You need to have that saved to your computer somewhere. So I've already saved it, so I'm going to open. Oh, nope, I don't want to do that. Sorry. Sorry, you guys. You want to place, sorry. You want to place your picture in here, just like we did with the posters. So I need to find mine. So I have already done my daughter, so I'm going to do a picture of my son, Landon. Again, make sure it's linked. It should automatically do that. So I'm going to take him. I'm going to move him over here. I then want to manipulate and make sure he takes up as much of the page as possible because that's what really counts, is that he is front and center. So I am going to move him. I think I'm going to make it bigger even. Now it's a little blurry and that's okay because I'm going to be going over this. So I like where he's at and I'm going to, I always do that, click out of here. So I'm going to pull up the directions just so that I'm consistent with what you guys are doing too. I'm going to shut this down here. They are. I want to, where's my little cursor? There we go. There he is. Isn't he the cutest little thing? So I'm going to pull these up too so we can see what's going on here. Okay, so I've already done 1 and 2. Now we're going to label this. So label it photo reference, and then I'm going to create 2 new layers. So one, I'm going to label this one, and I'm going to say outlines, and then I do another one, and I want to say color. You may have to reorder these in a little bit, but that's a long time from now. So I do want to manipulate this picture just a little bit because I don't want it as bright. So I'm going to go to my photo reference and I'm going to change the transparency of this and I'm going to change it down to around 60%. Oh, I didn't have it selected. It should have changed because I had it on there, but apparently it did not. So I'm going to take this, make it down to 60. There we go. So I can still see it, and actually this is a lighter image, so I think I might change it to like 65. It's lighter and you want that. You don't want it too dark. You want it to not be completely there, I guess. So I did that, and now I need to lock this layer. Really, let's figure this out here, huh? So I don't have to go back and forth. All right. So I locked that layer, and now I need to go to Window and Appearance. And I need to come up to this little box here. I need to click on it, and I forget. I need to deselect this. So it has a check. I need to uncheck that. All right, now I can put it back away. I'm going to double click on the paintbrush tool. So the paintbrush tool here, I'm going to click. This tells me a lot of information here of what I'm going to do. Sorry, I'm going to scroll up here for a second. Okay, so we need to make sure that keep selected and edit selected paths are unchecked. Sorry, I checked them. And we're going to change this. Now they've changed this, so I know it says fidelity and smoothness to option 4. We're going to move it just up here. We're going to move it to 4. We want it really smooth. And we're okay. We're going to press OK. Now we're going to go to the brushes palette, and you can pick whatever brush you want. They all have different kinds of angles and stuff like that. We're going to change the angle a little bit, but you really can pick an oval or a flat one. I'm just going to pick a round one. It doesn't really matter. So you're going to double click that. And I'm sorry, I keep yawning. I'm going to name my brush Landon. And I'm going to change the angle to 45 here. And I'm going to change the diameter to 3. And press OK. Now what I'm going to do is I can't doodle on this layer because it is locked, so I need to make sure I switch to this layer. And I'm just going to see, is this what I want? So see how I can make a really wonky line and it smooths it out for me. I think I'm actually going to change mine. So I'm going to select all these and I'm going to delete it. So I'm going to go back to the brushes panel and see, that was a round one, so I think I would like to change the roundness, just a little bit of it. I'm going to come back and see if that's what I want. Yeah, I like that a little bit better. And I know you can't really tell the difference, but I like how it's not as roundy and thick, I guess. So I messed around with that. I'm going to delete that because I don't want it. So now what you need to change it. So you're going to come over here. You want your fill to be nothing, and you're going to change your stroke so that it's a like grayish color. Black is not going to look so good unless you really want a really harsh, like character cartoony style. If that's your style that you're going for, then by all means go to the dark black, but you probably want to stay with the dark gray area. So mine's already there, so I'm good. Come back here. All right, so now comes in the fun part. We don't really need to have our directions open yet. I mean, anymore. And I'm going to open this up and I'm going to zoom in. So now your job is to take your paintbrush tool and you are to start outlining your image. You really want to customize it with using thicker lines in certain places, thinner lines in certain places. Like, it would not be smart of me to use a really thick line around his eye. It's not going to look good. So you can even change this to lower than 1 point. So I'd probably change it to half at least. You can start with the eyes, but they're going to look a little funky. So you can start wherever you want. The cool thing about what we did with the paintbrush tool is that it'll smooth things out for you. If you don't like I sort of don't like that it smoothed it out that much, so I'm going to come back to my paintbrush tool and I'm going to change the smoothness back down to the middle. And I'm going to see if I like how it changes things, because I don't want it. See, I like that better. See how it kept this little side hair? He's got a little indent in his head. I want to keep that indent. So you can change that also. You're going to just continue to go around and outline. Oh, he looks like an elf. I actually think I'm going to change it to 0.5 for the inside of his ear. I'm going to come in here. That looks a little bit better on his ear, in my opinion. Change that back to 1. I'm going to come back here. So you're just going to continue to outline the whole entire thing, you guys. Like everything. Details. rolls in his arm. So his little arm, I think it's hard to see. But I'm gonna do like his little roll in his arm here. So you're going to continue to do this until you have the whole outline of your piece done. So I'm going to continue to work. In the next video, we'll talk about adding color on. So enjoy this. Take your time, please. It's like drawing. If your outline doesn't look good, then nothing else is going to look good. Really take your time. Delete it if you want. Make sure your details look good. Play around with the stroke and see which ones you like better and which ones you don't. It makes a big difference on the quality and the outcome of your image.